What's going on, guys? Diamond here, and welcome to a very delayed Happy Valentine's Day and also a very delayed update video. So if you've been on the game recently, we obviously got an update. Update 2.2 and 2.2.1 is here. So I'm going to be going over everything that happened in 2.2, and I'm not really going to go over anything in 0.1 just because it's just some bug fixes. However, I will just mainly go over the first bit. First things first is the body part shop has been reworked. If we head over to the counter to purchase some parts through a tablet, we can look through everything, and there's even a search bar to look for your specific vehicle. So if you had a 40 car garage, you can now get the 64, and you've been upgraded for free because the 64 car garage is now 1,000 Robux. And if you had the 24, you've been auto upgraded to the 40 car garage, and the 24 car garage is now a purchasable garage in game with cash for $5 million. It is a bit of a steep price, I will say so myself. The UI has been revamped. All the game items, everything has been improved. There is a brand new racetrack that's been added to the map. However, right now it's just the rough draft for it. It's just the track, but everything functionality wise is not there yet. So we probably won't be getting that until the next update. All right, so I decided we're going to use this lovely V7 in our update video today. Personally, I've been trying to find a reason to use this car, and I figured this was the best excuse to finally get it out. So first things first is we're actually going to go ahead and swap the engine and transmission in here, because right now all I have is the OG track setup from like a year ago. All right, so let's go ahead and take this 4.2 out, and I think that's a 7-speed. Oh my, wow, we actually already had a 7 DCT in there. That's crazy. And our fitment actually fixed. That's crazy. All right, so let's go ahead and delete the old engine, and we're going to go ahead and buy our brand new 4.0. Of course, we can never forget about the twin turbo setup. Let's put these in, and let's close it. All right, now in the sake of our very late Valentine's Day, we're gonna paint this red. I think that looks absolutely beautiful. So funny enough, this is actually the Honda Accord red, and I figured it would be the best match for what we're trying to go for. All right, let's go get a tune and some slicks for this thing. We'll do our max speed test. And I love that active arrow the V7 has. So 155 so far is the max speed. I wonder what our tune will do if we go ahead and just tune this thing up and see what speed we can get. All right, now that we're here, let's get to tuning. All right, so this is a V7 4.0 tune by somebody named the Russian Bias. It makes about 1349 horsepower, and let's see exactly how well this thing will do. And while we're here, we're also going to go ahead and grab us some slicks. And don't forget that we'll obviously use the website to figure out our fitment. All right, and let's head to the test road. I just want to see the max speed limit, not how fast we can get it though. So we're already past that 155 mark. 230, come on, 240. So it looks like 233 is gonna be our limit. Nice, that's awesome. So we actually managed to make this a lot faster. All right, let's head over to the other city and let's put some tires on this thing. All right, let's get this lifted up. And I'm personally thinking about going with these. All right, let's bring these over here. All right, and let's get these old ones off. To think that this was basically like the normal way of getting fitments was just to choose your own back then instead of being able to figure out like what you had or what there was that the community was using was kind of like surreal back then. To think that all of these were the same like size. All right, let's get these on. All right, let's lift this down. That actually looks a little bit better. See how she looks whenever you lower it though. Let's back up a little bit. You know, for once, I don't agree with the website. I don't actually like the rears. What we're gonna do is we're gonna make a quick trip and we're going to go get the correct size, which is going to be what the fronts were, but we're gonna put them on the rear. All right, let's get these correct ones and let's head back to the city. Yeah, I don't really agree with that at all. Like, look how wide that is. That is just not worth it at all to be trying to slam it, and it just looks so weird. It actually looks really goofy right now. We're back. Let's go ahead and fix this fitment. All right, let's buy 2 more of these. Let's take these off, take these out, and bring these over here. All right, let's put these on. That actually looks so much better. Now let's try to lower it. Oh yeah. Dude, that looks amazing. I love the red and the chrome. That fitment is just, it's so much better. Nice. So let's go ahead and head over to the racetrack, shall we? So a lot of people might be wondering, how do you enter the racetrack? Well, to tell you, all you gotta do is go through over here, keep following this highway, and eventually you make it to the racetrack. Look at that. This place is really cool looking. I can't wait for some actual racing, like some drift races and track races to happen here. Let's see how this thing corners. Oh, it loses traction a bit. I like this. It's a really cool racetrack. It's definitely something that people are gonna have to like actually go and experience. I do think the event team in fixitup is going to have a field day when it comes to this track. This update's pretty cool. And another reason why I kind of waited to make a video on this update is because of the fact that apparently it was semi-controversial. There was a lot of issues. A lot of people were not too happy about this update apparently, and I guess there was a lot of bugs and it kind of broke the game for a little bit. Now that it's working, I wanted to make a video. And also, again, happy late Valentine's Day to everyone. I hope y'all had some chocolates. I hope that you had an amazing day, even though it may have been a regular Saturday to you. I hope that you managed to find some form of romance, whether it be the love of another person or it be the love of your games or your favorite food or your favorite drink. For me, it was a bit of everything. So without further ado, I'm going to go drink an amazing Red Bull. Ciao.